Welcome back to another episode of Shawn Thinking Out Loud. I'm your host, Shawn Armstrong, broadcasting from my secret hideout here in beautiful Brazil. As you can see, a new background, which is actually a spot I've been to in Brazil, and new music. I got tired of copyright warnings on my videos for the music, so I got original stuff that better represents where I live. You know, it's funny how the news cycle works these days. Just when you think you've seen it all, something completely wild pops up, and today is no exception. So grab your snacks and settle in because we're diving headfirst into the bizarre world of conspiracy theories surrounding our president, Donald Trump. So here's the scoop. There's a new conspiracy floating around. Get this. Trump is allegedly throwing migrants off planes into the ocean. Yeah, you heard me right. Not just a little exaggeration, we're talking full-on Titanic vibes here. I mean, it's so intense that when I shared it during my noon show, the first comment I saw was, "Is this clickbait?" To which someone replied, "Yes, it is." And honestly, that just set me off. Now, let's clarify what clickbait is. It's when you leave vital information out of the title to make people curious enough to click. Like, the celebrity did the most disgusting thing. That's clickbait. But this is a real story that's so ludicrous that people thought I was just trying to bait them with nonsense. All right, let's break this down. There are TikTok videos claiming we're flying migrants out and tossing them into the ocean. No joke. People are actually tracking flight patterns and making wild accusations about Trump. One user even claimed shackled bodies washed up on the beach of Mallorca, and I'm over here like, what? And then there's the supposed evidence. Apparently, Trump was flying migrants to South Sudan but had to stop in Djibouti due to a court order. But of course, crazy leftists jumped on that, saying it proves their theory. Picture this. Trump dressed as a pirate in a pinch costume, flinging migrants into shark-infested waters off alligator Alcatraz. It sounds absurd because it is absurd. Oh man, speaking of sharks, one commenter actually said these were shark-infested waters. I guess they think the sharks are waiting at the bottom with their jaws ready for some migrant sushi. Let's be real. If this were any kind of reality, we'd see headlines everywhere. Yet, here we are, having a laugh over TikTok Fantasyland. Let me drop a fun fact here. Did you know that TikTok is owned by a Chinese company? Yep. So while people think they're getting the inside scoop, they might just be fueling discontent on an app that doesn't have our best interests at heart. And speaking of apps, did you know that YouTube Shorts has now surpassed TikTok in views? Wild times. So what do we take away from all this? The left has been conditioned to believe anything that paints Trump in a bad light, like it's fan fiction gone rogue. They see shackled bodies on the beach and instantly connect dots that aren't even in the same galaxy. It's like they want to believe these outrageous tales because they feed into their narrative. And before I wrap this up, remember folks, if we ever find out that any of this craziness about Trump throwing migrants out of planes is true, not only will I apologize publicly, but I'll also call for impeachment right alongside every Republican in the House and Senate. But until then, it's all just smoke and mirrors. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode or just want to hear more of my musings on politics or pop culture, be sure to subscribe and share. Don't forget to catch The Federalist every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we dive into the minds of our founders. And if you're interested in my wide range of books, from politics to history to martial arts, check out the link in the description for audiobooks and ebooks available. Stay curious and keep questioning. Until next time, this is Shawn Armstrong signing off from Brazil.